Hey guys, this is Jean-Claude. Today I'm thinking about trying something a little bit different. We might just open up the deck and then discuss it afterwards. May not read every card. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this. I'm sure most of you by now know all the cards. I might read ones if I have never actually seen it before. Just because, if we've never opened up on the channel, then everyone can see it that way and we can discuss it maybe. Alright, we're starting off with Sanctum. Got ourselves a Silver Archon. Shadows, oh boy. And Logos. This deck could be good. Of course, every time I say that, we have a little bit of a curse. B-Smith, Snake of the Thespian Burg. It's a cool little Archon here. Got like flames going around it. It's like a flame halo, yeah. Kind of reminds me of like one of the Martian heads we've seen in the past. Ooh, those big, beefy arms. Pretty neat. And like either that's a bunch of different little legs or like some sort of like ghost thing maybe going on there. It's pretty neat. I like that Archon quite a bit. Let's see what this deck has in store for us. Alright, it's going to be real weird not talking about every single card, but I said we're just experimenting. So we got Settle Maul here. It is an artifact that discards cards. Redlock, I hadn't seen him actually. 3 power skirmish at the end of your turn. If you did not play any creatures this turn, gain amber, so it's a great way to get some amber. Lights out. It's an amber right there. Brend the Fanatic. He's actually new on this channel. 3 power skirmish. Play. Your opponent gains 1 amber. Destroyed, steal 3. That could be interesting depending on destroyed effects. We've all seen the gang before. Whistling Darts. Getting an amber. That's pretty nice. 2 of those. Got an Umbra here. Sucker Punch. Okay. It's not a bad card. It has alpha, but you can keep putting it into your archives if it destroys a creature. So that's pretty good. 2 of those. Not sure how I feel about that. You're only going to be able to play archive 1 at a time, so you might have to discard the other one. Ronnie Wrist Clocks, nice. It's great for stealing in this set. Furtive Investors, not too big on that card. Martyr's End, this could be a big card depending on what the rest of the deck is. Radiant Truth, always enjoy stuns. Hadros Wall, bumping up those creatures. Okay, 2 of those. Wow, the flame creature's getting +4 power. That could be very large. Oh, especially if it's protecting something like a Gatekeeper. Turning him into a 9 power creature. After he's captured some of your opponent's amber, taking them off a key, that's pretty strong. And it has free markets. That's a lot of amber. Equalize, not that great of a card. Surmeros is fine. And we have 2 Surmeros. Got to protect the weak here. We can put on a creature, turn it into a taunt creature. Golden Aura lets us use a creature outside of the Sanctum House. Blinding Light's pretty good. I do like my stun effects. Crazy Killing Machine. Just because it's rare, we'll go ahead and read this one. Action. Discard the top card of each player's deck. For each of those cards, destroy a creature or artifact of that card's house, if able. If 2 cards are not destroyed as a result of this, you destroy Crazy Killing Machine. So it's a nice little control aspect. The more houses you share with your opponent, the better it gets for you. Titan Librarian, being able to archive is very powerful. Standardized testing, I like that as being one of the first plays you do in a game, especially if you're going second. You can negate your opponent's first creature, then drop down, have as many as you like. Poke, got a chance to draw a card after you destroy a creature there. Stopping our opponent's reaps is good with Pip Pip. Lab work, I said archiving is always good. Wow, we got 2 of those. 3 lab works, that's really neat. Helper Bot, phase shift on a body, that's great. 2 helper bots. Wow, okay. Liking the logos. It's a great support house. Cutthroat Research. Doesn't take them off a key, but you have a chance to steal. And Binate Rupture. It has alpha, and it can double each player's amber. So, let's kind of go through this deck as a whole. So we're doing a little bit different today. Let's get all of our amber cards up. Free market, yeah, it's going to be some pretty good amber there. I basically count free markets as at least a 3 amber card. Let's see here. Okay, so as far as amber, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A little bit more than that, we'll go back to it later. 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wow. And a Binate Rupture, which if any time I think this can put us ahead, I think we should do it. So we'll maybe count this as 1. You can't really rely on it, but yes, it was somewhere around at least 21. It's actually more because of Martyr's End. This is actually really nice. Another note on this Martyr's End, let's get the creatures here though, but like things like Helper Bots, you don't mind if you just get those off your board, especially because you're going to get an amber for them anyway with the Martyr's End. So that's really strong. I like that quite a bit. feel like we might have been a little bit lighter on creatures than this. Let's check it out here. Okay, so we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. So that Martyr's End might only get us 1 or 2 additional amber, but with as much amber as it has, that's pretty strong. It's sad that we have so few creatures, again, with like Protect the Weak. We saw that before. Hadros Wall. But you know what? The cool thing about these Hadros Walls is that our creatures are actually going to be bigger. Hopefully not Brandon, we want him to die. But they'll be bigger so that they're at least more likely to survive. Since we don't have that many, we do want them to at least have a chance of staying on the board. So turning Redlock into a 5-power creature is pretty good. And actually, Redlock is a little bit better because of this effect here. At the end of the turn, if you didn't play a creature, gain an amber. We are a little bit less likely to play creatures because of this deck style. Let's pull up the amber control next. Brand is a questionable one. Gang is probably pretty good. Umbra, questionable as well. Gatekeeper, very nice. So anytime you take your opponent off a key, that's very good. Wrist Clocks is one of the best. And I believe that's going to be all of it. Oh, something else interesting about the Equalize. Let's say they're close to killing the Vault Keeper. We can actually spread the amber out across multiple creatures, so it's harder for them to get it all back. Maybe make them fight a whole bunch of different creatures. Maybe even on same turn, stun the house that you think they're most likely to be able to fight with and get rid of them. That's pretty nice. Let's see, that's not really amber control, so I'm not going to count that. But okay, yeah, so we have 1, 2 solid ones, a third there. And the rest are kind of questionable. We can probably pull off Brand. Let's see. We had no way to destroy Brand on our own, right? Oh, of course we do. Of course we have one way to destroy him. We have Martyr's End, so that's pretty good. If you can get this out, they're not going to try and kill your Brand unless they have, like, no amber, so you don't steal any. But if you can set up to where you know they're going to be maybe at 4 or 5 amber, they get themselves up to whatever may be on their turn, and then you play Martyr's End, they're not going to kill him whenever they're already at 4 or 5 amber, right? So that's going to be a great way to steal and get the bonus amber from Brand. I like that quite a bit. Let's look at some of the controlling aspects we had, like for controlling our opponent's board. So we had Pip Pip. Let's see, Lights Out. Whistling Darts. Sucker Punch, as said, always good. That's actually kind of at least another amber I would imagine that you're going to get in the game because you're always going to try and get this archived. And just so you know, if you ever have 2 of these in your archive, I'm pretty sure you should just play the one as the alpha, play it first, and discard the other once you get to that point. But yeah, let's go back through here. Let's see. Okay, Sir Marrows is actually okay in this deck. This is actually kind of a true rush. We don't have that many creatures, so you're just going to play as many cards as you can. Have some of your creatures on the board. Try and get your opponent to mess with them so you can just keep gaining amber by playing other cards. And Helper Bots kind of help you cycle as well. Let's see, yeah, so we got Radiant Truth is going to be doing a little bit of board control. Blinding Light. Poke is questionable. I do believe if you have Poke in your deck, you should pretty much just always play it anytime you call Logos. You should never ever wait to get that draw effect from destroying an enemy creature. Because if you play this, you're going to be drawing a card at the end of the turn anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Just get your Amber, do 1 damage, and sometimes get to draw a card. So as far as like controlling our opponent's board, these cards plus the Whistling Darts and some of these Reaps, preventing them from getting their Amber, or stunning them as they reap, this is actually pretty good. I do like the control it has on the board. We had no way to deal with an opponent's artifact, which is a shame, but overall I'm pretty pleased with this deck. Yeah, for being light on creatures, that's a Crazy Kill Machine, Subtle Maul, reusable artifacts until this eventually kills itself. But, you know, honestly, actually, the Crazy Killing Machine in this deck is better than it is in most decks, simply because we have, check this out, look at these 3 houses. There are great odds, I mean fantastic odds your opponent has Shadows. There's pretty good odds they have Logos, and Sanctum, it's been moving its way up the ranks. So having these 3 houses, there's great odds you're going to be able to destroy possibly 2 of your opponent's cards. That's really, really powerful. And so I actually don't mind having the lighter creatures. I love having all the Amber. I love the potential for big Amber thanks to like free markets and Brand and so on and so forth. So yeah, this is a solid deck. The archiving also helping you push through your deck a little bit faster. Yeah, this is a pretty quick deck overall. I think it's going to race to 18 way faster than your average deck. So let's go ahead and score this thing. I'm going to give this right at a B+. I don't think it's quite at the Vault Tour level, but sometimes when you're right on the fringe of that B+ to maybe A-, it's going to warrant some testing. So I'm definitely going to try this maybe 5 to 10 times before Gen Con happens, and we'll see how well it does. And be sure to come back tomorrow because we're going to be announcing the winner of a Reap Out t-shirt. Alright guys, well I thank you very much for watching my videos, and I will see you next time.